We understand that you'd rather spend your money on a new guitar pedal. However, investing in the greatest pedal power supply you can afford can pay off handsomely in terms of improved sound and long-term dependability. In the video, we also offer our top picks for the best pedal power supplies of 2022. So watch the video, and find out which one is perfect for you. Let's get started. At number 1 is Donner DP1 Guitar Pedal Power Supply. The Donner DP1, Joyo JPO2, and XLFX Source 10M are practically similar, produced in China by the same manufacturer for various brands with just minor variances in appearance. This arrangement, however, does not provide totally separated outputs. Each supply needs an 18-volt DC input. The bundled wall wart connector, rated at 1 amp, provides this. All outputs are independently filtered to eliminate hum and have their own short-circuit protection. There are 7 9 volts 100 mA outputs, as well as one each of 9 volts 500 mA, 12 volts 100 mA, and 18 volts 100 mA, totaling 10 outputs and 13.8 watts. Because all of the 9 volts outputs are connected to the same voltage regulator, they are not separated. The 9 volts output features a bigger filter capacitor due to the greater current. When a pedal is attached to one of the outputs, an LED illuminates. The blue LEDs on the Donner DP1 and Joyo JPO2 have a button to turn them off. The XLFX is made up of multicolored LEDs that cannot be turned off. The power supply, on the other hand, has a master on-off switch. An 18 volts wall wart converter that works with 100 to 240 volts AC, a pair of 10 center positive output cables, and 2 reverse polarity adapters are included with all models. The Donner DP2 variant has 6 9 volts 100 mA and 2 9 volts 500 mA outputs, making it a more powerful choice. The enclosure is made entirely of metal and seems to be strong enough to be used as a pedal board on stage. It's little, measuring just 5.9 by 2 by 1.2 inches. At number 2 is Mooer Macro Power S8 FX Power Supply. When you require a mix of voltages, the Mooer Macro Power S8 is a cost-effective and adaptable option. It is powered by an AC power line and is switchable between 120 volts and 240 volts operation, with a 400 mA fuse protecting it. The S8 provides partial isolation and output power of up to 12.6 watts. A switch on one isolated output allows you to choose between 9, 12, 15, or 18 volts at 200 mA. 3 9 volts 200 mA outputs are also available, each of which is separately filtered and surge protected but not isolated. Finally, 4 9 volt outputs connected in series, daisy-chained, may produce up to 400 mA total. Active outputs are indicated by blue LEDs. 4 18-inch and 4 24-inch power cables are included, as well as 2 polarity converters, an AC cable to connect to the power line, Velcro strips to secure all of the lines, and a short owner's handbook. At number 3 is TrueTone CS7 One Spot Pro. TrueTone One Spot Pro is a line of high-performance switching power supply by TrueTone. The CS7 model has 7 totally separated outputs, 3 voltages, and a power output of more than 20 watts. There are 4 outputs that may be selected for 9 or 12 volts and provide a massive 200 mA, 2 dedicated 9 volts 400 mA outputs, and an 18 volts 100 mA output. TrueTone emphasizes that these are merely official current ratings required by certifying authorities. In reality, a 300 mA pedal may be connected to a 200 mA output without issue. Because it works with any power line voltage between 100 and 240 volts, the CS7 may be used everywhere in the globe. An AC power cord, 4 18-inch and 4 12-inch power cables, reverse polarity adapters, and even an adapter for older pedals with simply a battery clip are all included with the CS7. Mounting brackets and hardware for connecting the CS7 to a pedal train pedal board are also supplied. At number 4 is Voodoo Lab Pedal Power 2 Plus Isolated Power Supply. The Pedal Power range of high-quality and feature-rich pedal power supplies is created by Voodoo Lab. The 2 Plus is perhaps their most popular model, with a total power output of about 10 watts. Each of the unit's 8 outputs is separated, short-circuit protected, well-filtered, and controlled to assure hum-free operation. Each isolated output may function in 2 modes thanks to a block of dip switches on the bottom of the machine. All outputs are controlled at 9 volts when the switches are in the usual position. For high current pedals, outputs 5 and 6 can provide 250 mA, whereas the remaining outputs can only provide 100 mA. Outputs 1 to 4 offer 12.3 volts at 60 mA when the switches are turned on, whereas outputs 5 and 6 are unregulated and deliver up to 14.5 volts for line 6 devices. Using the settings above the output jacks, you may lower, or sag, the voltage to as low as 4 volts to simulate aged batteries. It's mostly used in transistor-based fuzz and distortion circuits for musical purposes. A recessed connection for the AC power wire, as well as a courtesy outlet for any item that needs 200 watts or less, are located on the rear of the unit. To use it in a different country, you'll need a transformer. Voodoo Lab produces multiple versions expressly for North America, 120 volts, Japan, 100 volts, and Europe, 230 volts. You'll also receive 6 power cables with right angle connections and 2 with straight connectors, a reverse polarity small plug, a 9 volts battery clip, and an AC power cord with the Pedal Power 2 Plus. At number 5 is MXR M237 DC brick. We discovered that the cleverly constructed MXR DC brick provides a variety of voltage power choices, and that this newly upgraded version has more outputs to power a pedal board than earlier versions. The power supply's generous total of 8 9V outputs and 2 18V outputs is one of the outstanding aspects we appreciated the best. The DC brick's sleek design and small size means it won't take up too much space on your pedal board. Despite this, I was pleasantly surprised to discover that it can power a wide range of pedals. Each output has an LED that lights when a short occurs, which I feel is useful for immediately debugging and resolving issues. The MXR DC brick is an excellent alternative for musicians who need to conserve space on their pedal board yet have a big number of pedals. Despite its small size, this power supply has a total of 10 outputs, each with a different voltage. So that sums today's video. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, be sure to click the subscribe button. Have a wonderful day till the next video.